morning's Health Watch. Joining us today from Ignite Med Spa and Wellness in West Hartford is APR and Jessica Fett. We are so glad you're here with us. We're heading into a very busy time. We're talking about women's self-care. Women, we carry the bulk of the responsibility going into the holidays, the shopping, the hosting, the cooking. What do we need to remember to make sure we keep our minds and our bodies sharp and strong? It's really critical because there's so much to get done.
There's so much, you're right. And thank you again for having me on today. There's 5 tips that I always tell people for health and wellness during the holiday season. The first being diet, water intake, and exercise. You know, those dreaded words, diet and exercise, but it's so important. But more important than that, it's important that you're getting enough nutrients and the right kind of nutrients, especially as we're going into the months where there's not as much sun outside. And so we're not getting enough exposure to the sun. We're not making enough vitamin D. And there's fortified vitamin D foods, but sometimes that's just not enough. So really, if you're feeling a little down and drag during this holiday season, you should really just go into your healthcare provider and make sure that you're getting enough nutrients in your diet.
Water is a big one. I struggle with that. I'm always constantly, I need to drink more water. I need to drink more water. But,
yeah,
you know, do you have any tips for reminders, I suppose?
Yeah, so water is a key thing, and they're recommending that you get about 12 to 15 and a half cups of water a day. And the great thing about technology.
It used to be that they would tell us to get 8.
Yeah, I know.
But now it's more than double that.
It's more than double that. Science has made some great findings in that. So the best thing to do is to keep a water bottle with you wherever you go. And they make all those water bottles with different trackers on it so you can see exactly how much you're drinking and how much you need to go. But they also have apps on your technology, on your iPhone, that will help you track and help remind you when you need to drink water. Oftentimes, if you're hungry and you feel like you need a snack, the best thing to do is to drink some water.
Chug some water. I know I've heard that before too. But it's hard to do that instead of grab some chips.
It's hard to do that, but I tell all my weight management clients, drink some water first and then see where you are after that.
And what other options or what other suggestions you have here?
So skincare is huge in the winter months as well because we're exposed to harsh cold weather out there.
The air's drier, yeah.
Diet and water will help with that, but also having a good skincare regimen, washing your face twice a day, having some good serums on there, good creams on there at night, really not forgetting about the skin. It takes about 90 days for your cells to turn over, so that's something key too. You're thinking about 90 days. That's a big part of what we have is darkness and harsh cold weather here in New England. And also, you want to think about sleep. You need at least 7 hours of sleep. Yeah.
I hear that far too often, and I do not get enough, but it's always a struggle. But it's something we definitely need to shoot for.
Exactly, because that will help with your metabolism, your energy, and your mood as well. And last but not least, quiet time. Researchers say if you get at least 5 to 15 minutes a day of quiet time, you can really recharge. You can decrease your blood pressure, decrease your heart rate, increase your concentration, increase your focus, increase your creativity, and some people even say that it helps with your communication skills and your interpersonal relationships because you're filling yourself up before you're giving to others.
That is really hard to find the time, but it is so important. I know. Now, for folks who are looking for a little bit more concentrated self-care, there's a lot of options as far as like, you know what, get a massage. That's huge for me. Facials, also a very relaxing. I know you offer the salt caves, which is really interesting. Talk a little bit more about that because people might not be familiar with it. It's kind of a new concept.
Well, so the Himalayan salt cave has been around for a while. In the 1800s, there was a doctor in Poland who observed that the men working in the salt mines were healthier, lived longer, and appeared younger than those who didn't. And so he went on an age-old quest, which the ancients always knew about Himalayan salt. So when you come into my salt cave, you relax in zero-gravity chairs. It's a 45-minute session where the halo generator spurts out medical-grade salt, and it's really good for inflammation. It's good for your immune system. It's good for anyone who has respiratory issues, and it's great for sleep and mental well-being as well.
I could use help in all of those areas. Jess, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
I've also got to do more water, find some quiet time, and put massage on my list.
You know where to come.
Jess, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Great to have you here in the studio.